Hello everyone, my name is Alberto, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and if you do, give a like to the video. It's a great help for me because the YouTube algorithm hates smaller creators, so there's that. In today's video, I had an idea and I thought it might be fun because it's been a trend for, at this point, probably like 8-10 years to order random stuff online and sort of gadgety things. I always get suggested like kitchen gadgets, stuff like that, generally from China. So I thought it might be fun and interesting to do something different, to do some sewing gadgets. So I ordered a bunch. I did check on Amazon first because I'm not super into supporting some Chinese suppliers slash marketplaces. That's a personal thing. However, most of the stuff I found on Amazon either did come from basically the same Chinese suppliers, or it wasn't that interesting because obviously I didn't want to go for something that was obvious and we can find everywhere anyway. So what I did was I did a little selection. I gave myself a rule of not spending more than 2-3 euros per item. Reason being is that I did shop on Wish, and how Wish works is they offer these incredibly low prices, but then you do have to pay shipping, and then most of the times shipping ends up being more expensive than the item itself. So I did this to sort of, limit my losses. I ordered 10 items in the end. As I said, I did a little bit of a selection because again, even on Wish you can find sort of the usual stuff, and I decided to try and get something that I might actually use, so not to waste money and the actual products. So what I ordered was, and I will put them here on the screen, the automatic needle threader plastic wire stitch insert craft tool hand sewing machine threader DIY sewing accessories, which is a needle threader. I did have one of these in the past. I never used them, but my grandma used to have a very old school one in like a sewing box, so I do have one of these. I don't think I've ever touched it, but it's there. Might be fun and interesting to see how this works. Then I ordered the 2-piece protective ironing cloth high temperature board press mesh insulation pad guard protection clothing home accessories, which from what I can gather is basically just a protective cloth for when you iron specific fabrics to avoid a sheen or a mark from the iron. Now I use an iron guard, which I think I showed you in past videos, but it's basically a metal plate that covers the iron. In case you don't have that, you can use whatever random piece of fabric you have, generally cotton cloth. In worst case scenarios, in a pinch, you could even use paper. But this was, again, very cheap. Then we have the 150 centimeter handle Y-shaped ergonomic design body fitness tape, ruler, waist, arm, accurate measuring scale sewing tape, which was a mouthful. I love that they have to use all these tags for their products, so they get these extremely long names. This is just a measuring tape. Now I have plenty of those, and I have a hunch this is gonna be quite low quality. What I thought might be interesting about this is that basically it seems like it can lock itself. So when you are checking a waist or a shape, when you are doing pattern making and you need specific accurate measures, normally what you would do, at least what I was taught, is to tie a piece of string on the true waist of the person. That way you can measure the lengths. And I think this would sort of be the same idea, and it sounded interesting to me, so we'll see how it is. Then for fun, I thought, why not get this fabric sequin peacock lace sewing applique lace collar neckline collar applique DIY clothing accessories scrapbooking. Again, this seems to be just a piece of machine lace. I do love appliques. I'm a bit of a maximalist on some of the things. I do love a Baroque design, so I thought this would be fun. I have no idea what I would do with it, but also this looks huge in the picture. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be tiny, but we'll see. Oh, then we have, this was absolutely just for utility, but actually also to check the quality. This is the 20 color, 11 yard, 10 meters with 20 zipper pullers, 3 hashtag 20 colors nylon coil zipper for DIY sewing clothing accessories. This is just a zipper. I'm assuming it's one of those zippers that you just cut, like I have one of those, and you cut the length you need and then you have the zipper pullers and you put it together basically. Anyway, here's everything. Let's open them quickly, then we'll do sort of a check and demonstration. This is the first thing. It says needle threader, so I believe that's what it is. Quick thing, I ordered this stuff planning to make a video maybe in September, considering Wish shipping. And I thought I would have to prepare a bucket and sort of collect all these little packages, because that's the other times I order from Wish. I would just randomly get like one of these a week. But this time, even though I paid for every single shipping separately, I got a big bag with everything in, which was very nice. I really appreciated that. Anyway, let's open the first one. So this is the needle threader. I have a feeling this is going to be very difficult to use, but we'll see. Then we have another package which, as description, only says silks and satins. I'm gonna assume it's the ironing thing. It is, and it's 2 packaged separately. Sorry, I'm trying to open without like crackling too much. Yeah, I don't get this. So I don't know if you can see. The mesh is very open. It doesn't feel like this would do anything. I'll try to find a scrap or something that would actually get damaged if you don't use this and see if it makes any difference. Next we have patch, which I believe will be the peacock thing. All right. So it's folded up. Yeah, it's not too bad. Like size-wise, it's not too bad. It's not. So I don't know if you can see. It's obviously not great quality. And now these are normally embroidered on tulle, and this makes it very transparent and easy to cut away once you applied the applique. In this case, this one isn't. This is a very sort of stiff. It's almost like a crinoline, which makes it not only not transparent because you can see it, but it makes it tricky. And also for some reason they cut out the head, and they also managed to cut some of the threads. So disappointing, but we'll see how it is. And then we have measuring tape. This is probably the thing I'm most interested about. Plastic bag inside a plastic bag inside another plastic bag. Oh, this smells like death. So the measuring tape in just centimeters. However, the idea is that this would be readable from both sides. So this side obviously starts with the 1, but when it locks, this cuts it off, so it's not exactly precise. And also on the other side, it starts from 5, which seems fine. Mechanism works, locks in place. It doesn't really stay there, but that's okay. The only thing I'm quite disappointed in is the fact that the only usable side, the one that starts from 1, it's on the inside. We'll measure a mannequin. This says zipper. It's a zipper. So this is just a length of zipper. It smells plasticky, and these are the cursors. This feels cheap, but we'll try it and see how it works. So I'll do some like little demonstrations now, and we'll try some of these products and we'll see how they are. So this is the needle threader. As you can see, you just pick a normal needle. There's this sort of trigger here. You put the needle inside. When you push the trigger, there's a thing that goes through it. Then you put your thread and you release the trigger, and basically that's it. You just pull out the needle with the thread already inside, and that's how it works. Works fine. This is the little ironing thing. I gave it a quick press before just to make sure it wouldn't burn. This is some black fleece. It does mark very easily, as you can see with the iron. So let's check if we have a better result with this. I put the footage on fast forward, but I kept it on quite a bit in order to check if it really did protect it. And surprisingly, it did. There were no marks, no shine, nothing. So again, this worked pretty well too. This is a little measuring tape. I just picked my mannequin just to really quickly show you. So you just insert it in the slot, push the button to tighten it, and that's it. You have your measuring tape that doesn't move. As an extra thing, I did check. Remember what I said about the side that started at 5 centimeters? There is actually a reason, because the white part is 5 centimeters, so you do get an accurate result. I stand corrected. This is the embroidery. I don't really have time to just stitch it on to try it actually, but this is basically how you use it. This is another project I did a couple years ago. It was an embroidery on a coat, and you can see you just stitch all around it, and then you just cut away all the extra tulle in order to reveal. This is the zipper, and here you have all the zipper pullers, so you just pick a length, divide it, makes it easier, and then you just put a puller through, pull it in order to reclose the zipper that you just opened, and then you can cut it at the length you want, and again, that's it. It does tend to get stuck. This is because it's not a super high quality product, but it does work nonetheless. There were no stoppers included to put at the end, so this is more of a zipper that you have to sew completely, or you could purchase the stoppers separately. But again, it does work, it's just not the best quality. So this video ran quite long, so I had to split it in two parts. This is the end of part one. I hope you liked what you saw for now, and I'll see you next week with the rest of the gadgets. Please like and subscribe if you didn't already, it's a great help. Bye, have a great day.